They don't tell you when you join the military that you're gonna walk down the streets of Baghdad and you're gonna see kids that have been crucified to telephone poles and shot with RPGs. They don't tell you what it's like to see a suicide bomb go off and kill 165 people and maim 300 other people.
Since 1980, we've known about PTSD, we've known about the effects of war, and we've continued to send people to war. That decision comes with the weight that we have to help the people that come back. Until we make it a priority to help them on their way out, we've got to deal with this stuff on the backside. And the idea of therapeutic jurisprudence has just taken a really long time to develop.
People who actually do the fighting and get recycled through that several times, there should be an understanding of what that can create.
I was definitely skirting the line of being a soldier and like a gangster almost.
Many veterans struggling with untreated combat trauma are very resistant to acknowledging that they have a problem.
I never wanted to deal with it. I didn't want to go to the VA, but I always saw the VA was just this horrible place. And if you needed to go to the VA, you needed to go because you were missing a leg or you were missing your arm, not because you had mental health issues that you were dealing with.
And I'm watching these guys going to jail and going, nobody's ever treated what got them here, and they wonder why their family's falling apart and they're falling apart. I don't wonder.
Sitting in the cop car, I felt like my life was done. I had skated that thin line way too much, and now this was it. And then they asked me, have you ever thought about suicide? Yes. Have you ever, tried to kill yourself? Yes. And they put me in solitary confinement.
Once their trauma leads to an act that brings them in the criminal justice system, we can treat them like anybody else in the justice system and punish their behavior and put them back out on the streets. But we know from the Vietnam veteran experience that that just doesn't tend to work. If a veteran's coming into that treatment as part of a court-ordered program, they now have incentive to see that through.
One of the things that I had to check with my ego was going to the VA and telling my psychologist how hard that was for me. I am this person that has dreams for my life. I'm this person that, never gotten a fight before. And then there's this other person that has been to Iraq, killed people. You can hold both those truths at the same time. But that super violent, super intense person, I've grown out of that. Like a cocoon, I'm a butterfly.
It's a question of massive education to make people understand that we're not trying to give people a free pass, we're trying to give them a helping hand to fix whatever's wrong so that they can lead productive lives.
These other states, if they want to consider their veterans courts, then they need to definitely look at the outcomes for veterans in Minnesota and ask themselves, do you want to help veterans or do you not want to help veterans? Because sometimes it's that simple.